What's up? It's Jomboy and Jake Radio. It is Thursday, March 14th, 10 days after Jeffrey Krause's birthday, shipping up to Boston by the Dropkick Murphys to end Irish Week. You like that song, Jake?
No.
Do you not like it for its sound, or do you not like it for its Red Sox connotations?
Yes.
Second one?
Both.
Oh, I think that one's a good song.
It's the same thing I said yesterday. I could only like it as a drinking song, and if you're drinking to that song, it's probably going to be a celebration of something involving Boston. So
I
kind of lose-lose.
I think that one's like a cleaner sound than the one yesterday, Drunken Lullabies. Like, I think if that wasn't a Boston connotation song, I'd enjoy it a lot. Just to get you, like, pumped up for a day. Like, it'll get the blood flowing.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, again, there's either sad drinking or happy drinking. And that's a happy drinking song, but it's usually tied to the victory of a Boston sports team.
Yeah, I understand that aspect of it. Like, Sweet Caroline I don't really like.
How about that? I like Sweet Caroline.
That's a bigger Boston song than this one.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't mad at this one about the Boston connotations at all. I think it's a combination. Not good tunes, Boston links.
Yeah. I dislike that. I like the sound of that song. Like, I think the music in it will really rear you up for the day.
Nice.
It's a good thing, which is good. No sweatshirt for me today.
Nice.
Big. It's big. No window open, though, either.
There you go.
But I want
A + B.
I'm going to open it soon, and then I'll probably have to put a sweatshirt on.
= C.
Boom, 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 boom. How's your morning going?
All right. Had a pretty exhausty face. So yeah, getting the cobwebs off a little bit.
Pretty exhausty face?
Exhausty face, yeah. You've got it right now. You're wearing one.
Exhausty face.
And yeah, we got a pretty kind of wild snowstorm yesterday. Not a ton of snow, but it was like windy and it was just wild out there for a little bit. Okay.
Do you think your bruise is going to scab?
Probably.
Are you a scab picker?
I'm an everything picker.
I figured I was just laying the scene out for people, because that would be a tough spot for me, because then, like, I'd pick it, my head would bleed. Interesting to see the development here with you with a scab on your forehead.
Yeah, I mean, there'll be bruise for the next decade or so. It is what it is.
Well, bruise is pretty badass. If you have a bruise there for a while.
Nah, not on your forehead. That's like getting a tattoo.
I think it's partly badass. People will be like, whoa, that guy fights.
Nah. Then they talk to you, or they just look at you in general.
Yeah. Well, I'm banged up. I got my cuts on my finger.
Right. Double finger injury.
Yeah. Katie glued them shut last night.
Nice.
Because she saw me taping them with mailing tape. And she was like, I think we have, like, Band-Aid adhesive shit.
Sure.
I said, okay. It hurt really bad, the glue. Now it's weird.
Glue or Band-Aid adhesive?
It's the same thing.
Okay.
I mean, it's a glue specifically for cuts.
Right. Right. It's built for that. It's not Elmer's glue.
Yeah, but it's still glue. It's called glue.
Yeah, it's built for that.
Yeah, Band-Aid adhesive.
Most glue's not built for that.
Yeah, I mean, you can do this with just regular old super glue. That's how guitarists do it.
Right.
I feel like a guitar.
That would have been badass, and I'd be hyping you up right now.
That's what I feel like I play guitar now. I got all.
Okay. So you're feeling that way.
Got it. Like I'm a fucking guitar picker. Boom, boom,
got it. Guitar, one of those famous guitar pickers.
Yeah, I go bing, 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 boom, 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 bing, 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 boom. That's what I'd play. Who's your favorite guitar picker?
You get into the Dropkick Murphys with that kind of performance.
Yeah, probably.
Favorite guitar picker? No idea.
Me neither.
Flea.
I feel like he's not a picker. I feel like he's just like jams and like loud strums. Picking's usually acoustic guitar.
Tell Flea to his face that he can't pick a guitar, and then we'll talk.
I'm talking more about the style of music.
Oh, bud.
I don't want to talk to Flea ever. That would be intimidating.
That's such a lie.
I like Flea from a distance. I don't even like Red Hot Chili Peppers. You do.
Flea walks into your place right now. You're not going to talk to him?
I don't want to talk to him, but I'd have to. He'd force my hand if he walked into my house right now.
Wow.
I'd be like, "Hey, Flea." And that's about all I'd have to. That's about all I'd have to say about it. How you doing? Would you like a shirt? It's winter, New Jersey.
Yeah. Well, you got your shit pushed in by Flea. Congrats.
Yeah, I'd say no, thank you. How was your day yesterday?
That was my day yesterday. Again, that storm was pretty wild. It was half neat watching that, half like scary and sucky to take the dog out. And it's been kind of tight quarters. The girl worked from home yesterday too, so I mean, just a lot of tight spaces. Did some productive stuff. I don't know, kind of feel cooped up. It was like a 5.8.
Oh, it's higher than I expected from the delivery. Not bad. Well, you're coming off a 3.2, so I thought that might bank into it as well.
Oh no, that was Tuesday, dude.
Yeah. I liked yesterday, Jake.
Okay.
We got a lot of stuff done business-wise, had a good business meeting. We have a couple things now, people reaching out to us. We're reaching out to people that potentially could bring in money for Talking Yanks and Jomboy Media. So that was exciting. I liked that. Open window again. I liked that. I don't think I did anything. I don't think I left the house yesterday. I dropped Katie off for work.
True.
So this is a thing I do.
I was in your house while you weren't there yesterday.
Yeah, you were. You're looking right at this scene. You and Zimmer hanging out in this room together.
Yeah.
So here's the thing I do, Jake. Sometimes I drop Katie off for work, and we live on an island that has two roads, north and south, and they're both one ways. Sometimes I'd take Katie to work. I go north, and then I got to go left towards the bay and go south to head back to my house.
Sure.
Which it's only 7 blocks. It's very quick. Sometimes I just skip the street that I live on and keep driving, kind of subconsciously. It's never a planned out decision. It's just like get to the street and like, am I ready to go home yet? And I say no. And I just drive along the coast for like 10 more minutes.
It's really nice.
And that's my version of getting out of the house.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I elongate my drive by 10 minutes, drive along the coast, and then I come up and go back to work. Katie was with me when I did it once, and she was like, "Why didn't you turn home?" And I said, "Oh, let's just drive for a little bit."
Yeah, man, that's getting older. That's a beautiful thing.
So yeah, when it's
nice, get to see some of the water.
When it's nice out, like before it got to winter, I would drive to the bay and I'd walk the dock. I just walk to the end of the dock and then walk back to my car. Like not sit and stay or anything. Just park, walk to the end of the dock, look at the water, walk back to my car, go back to work.
That's great.
Yeah. So I liked that. And then last night at the end of Talking Yanks, you and I were reading our phones to the patrons, and I got some good hearty laughs in. That's a big part of my scoring. Like if I go sans hearty laugh all day, it's not the best day. But I got the hearty laugh, and so I'm bumping my score all the way up to a 6.
First 6?
No, it's my second 6.
Ooh.
I have these wrong though. This is interesting. I'm putting them as in like today was a 6, but actually I have to slide them all up.
Right.
Yeah. Figured it out now. So that's good. I got a 6. Go me.
Yeah, man.
I don't know if this is interesting with us ranking their days. I mean, you've had some variety. I'm just 5.5 to 6. I haven't landed outside of that range. I knew that would happen, though.
Yeah, you want that to happen.
Consistency. I'm a big consistent guy.
You like living in there, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm excited to see what an 8 is.
You might have to bring the 8, Jim. Maybe 8's not just going to come to you.
No, it's probably going to be like a walk-off home run or something for the Yankees.
Get Katie some flowers. Give her a big kiss on the nose. That's a 10 right there.
10? You can't give out 10s. 10s are for like wedding day or when you win the lotto.
Okay, well, there's a nice juxtaposition with you and your love for your girlfriend. I'll tell her that. Huh?
I get Katie stuff all the time. Nicest guy in the world. Nice. Yankee season's really going to dictate the days more. Like brutal losses, and big wins. I'm excited to see that path.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, hopefully we'll be fully sunk into that.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. The Devils beat the Oilers while the Rangers lost to the Canucks. The Nets lost to the Thunder. Albert St. Johnny's beat DePaul. Next up, Marquette in the quarterfinals of the Big East Conference Tournament. And Russell Wilson is reporting to Yankees camp this weekend. Will play in a game. Hoopla. Everyone's excited. All right. There's not much Tri-State news after yesterday, Tri-State news being the whole thing. Yesterday's news was so big that all the other sports radio shows are still talking about just that.
Oh, yeah.
Like
that's tip of the iceberg. That runs through the week.
Yeah, maybe 2 weeks even.
Yeah.
Just the same thing, but I can't do that here. Just an hour show. St. John's beats DePaul. Albert's all excited, Jake, because next up they play Marquette, who they've already beat twice.
Right.
And this is my warning to Albert. DePaul had beaten St. John's twice, and we're feeling golden going into that game.
Yeah.
There's a little too much symmetry and storyline there for now. St. John's playing Marquette, who they'd beat twice, and they're feeling golden.
It's tough to beat a team 3 times.
I just say beware. Beware.
Yeah, I mean, Marquette is literally feeling golden. They're the Golden Eagles. So, I mean, that's kind of a double golden. I mean, that's a tough matchup for St. John's.
We got an Eagle story later on in the real news.
Okay.
Yeah. So I took I set up this poll, Jake, a couple days ago to ask people their questions.
Right.
And we have 40 responses. Not bad. I'd like more. I'm going to put a link on this episode. So if you listen in the podcast app, just scroll down and to this episode, and there'll be a link. Go take it. Help us out. But so far, from the consensus of these 40 people, we got 6 people said more sports, 5 people said less sports, and everyone else said keep it how it is. Okay. No one said less news. The news segment is more loved than I thought from this poll.
Is there more news?
No. Yeah, there's more news. Yeah. There 29 people said no. 10 people said more news. 1 person said less news. 29 people said keep it how it is.
There you go.
And then, what is your favorite segment? The real news is winning.
Nice. You got percentages or numbers or what?
Yeah. 40% voted the real news. Next up is update on our days and lives. And next up is, then it drops significantly. Bet of the day and national sports are tied. 4 people both said that. 3 people said music and song, and only 2 people said Tri-State Sports Update, which is what I'm getting to. Today is not I think we have more outside the tri-state listeners than we were expecting.
Yeah, might have to bag the tri-state.
I don't think we bag it, but I think on days like today, I read the headlines real quick and we skip right over it.
There you go.
But if you disagree, there's a poll for your voice to be heard. Click it at the bottom of this podcast because we are going to take into account what people say because we want to give you what you like and what you want. That ends that. National news.
Nets collapse against the Thunder. Tim's Nets. Speaking of collapse, Ravens quarterback. You know what's a bad look for a quarterback, Jim? When you're driving 105 miles per hour and you post a video of it. And that's what we've got Lamar Jackson doing. Always a bad look. You don't see Tom Brady doing that, yells the old man in the back. Who cares? Everyone's okay. Baseball, Jim, actually doing some serious changes for this year and next year. Some good, some bad. We'll talk about it. Klay Thompson apologizes to Warriors fans for telling them they're too quiet. Meanwhile, the Warriors get their first win against Houston this season in 4 games. Boogie with his season high. And Jimmy, your favorite toothpaste is dancing this year. Colgate going to the tournament.
Lamar Jackson going 105 miles per hour, Jake. Don't care. Everyone's topped out their car when they're younger just to see what it feels like. How fast can this go? I scare myself a little on the highway. Everyone's done it. Like, I hate driving fast. I hate driving fast. When I was younger, I took my car to my governor a handful of times just to see what that's like. So You can't blame a young kid for doing that. What you can do is say he's a fucking idiot, and it's kind of alarming how stupid he is to post that video to social media.
Yeah.
The no seatbelt sign's on, and it's of his speedometer going 105 miles per hour, and he shared it to social media knowing who he is, what his career is, how big his following is. So until otherwise, I think of Lamar Jackson as a big dum-dum now.
Right.
Like just a guy that's super dumb. And I'm sorry. It might be unfair. I'm not basing this on anything else but the fact that he willingly shared a video of him going 105 miles per hour in a car, thinking it was going to slide under the radar or be considered cool. I don't know.
King of cool, man. That's what he used to always be about. Fast cars, sports, ladies.
Well, Maybelline, why can't you be true? Oh, Maybelline, why can't you be true? Well, I was motivating over the hill, saw Maybelline in the Coupe de Ville. Going about 25. That's about driving fast. It's one of the original songs.
And Lamar Jackson does this, and it's a terrible look. And it really is just the actions, and I mean, maybe I'll sound dumb here, but 105 is not even that bad. Like, you catch yourself on one of those 75, 80 mile per hour highways, and you got some lanes, you could get up there. I'm not even a speedster, but they're like, holy smokes, I'm going 95 right now, something like that. You're like, whoa, I got to ease off.
That sneaky 90. That sneaky 90 is crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of wild when there's times in your life you're going 55 and you're like, whoa, this is fast, and then you realize you're going sneaky 90. You're like, holy smokes.
Everyone's worked down.
The 105, I'd say anything above 105, I would be against that, which I think is funny. I think 105 is my tipping point. Because I mean, whatever car Lamar Jackson has there, I'm sure it can get going up to 120, 125 pretty easy.
My 2002 Ford Explorer governored at 110.
Right. So I'm assuming whatever Lamar's driving could get a little above your 02 vehicle. So, yeah, it's different times, man. In the 80s, this would have been badass, and we'd be talking about Lamar Jackson, the cool guy.
I got pulled over in Wyoming for going 100 miles per hour, and the speed limit's 80. was going 100, and the cop was putting on like his father act. Like he's just worried about me. Like I was like, well, I'm just trying to get to my hotel before dark because I've been driving for 10 hours and I'm like 30 minutes out. And he's like, well, would you rather get there when it's dark or would you rather get there and be dead? And I was like, whoa, cop. Welcome to Jomboy and Jake Radio. This is a great question.
I'm with him.
Instead, he just gave me a huge ticket, and then I went on my merry way. Dude, Wyoming? There's no one. I was trying to pass a truck, actually.
Yeah.
Because those trucks will slow you down. Also, the wind in Wyoming is no joke. 18-wheeler got tipped in front of me by the wind. That was nuts.
Used to drive there regularly. It is wild. It's almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's like Mad Max, Fury Road. It's like a video game.
A little bit. It doesn't feel like the United States to a degree.
A lot of changes in baseball, Jake. Some of these I was shocked that actually got voted on and we're going to see this quickly. Like a pitcher has to face 3 batters minimum or finish an inning. That's a huge change to the game of baseball that we're all going to witness happen next year.
2020.
Next season. So this season started with spring training, so next season.
Kind of, yeah. Just clarifying.
Also next year. It's 2019, 2020 is next year.
Yeah. Next year of baseball, it's a little confusing. 2020.
Yeah. Not this season, next season. Is going to be a huge change. Is that the biggest change that in our lifetime? I mean, no, we saw them add new teams, so that's probably bigger than this.
I mean, new teams, wild card game.
Wild card game, you have me. That's the biggest change.
I mean,
easily.
Double wild card. I mean, the original wild card was introduced.
Yeah, I think the
95, something like that.
The one game elimination is the biggest change we've seen.
Yeah,
but this is huge for everyday gameplay. So that only happens once. Everyday gameplay, a 3-batter minimum. I'm so interested to see the loopholes and how this gets manipulated and all that. The other changes that Jake said, 26-man rosters opens up another job for people. Be interesting to see. The Yankees only keep 3 bench players and keep 13 pitchers. Are they going to keep 14 pitchers? Because I think
they're putting in rules about that too. They're thinking they're going to put in a pitcher's cap of 13.
Of 13?
Yeah. So
what the hell's the point of this rule then? I thought this was going to lead to 6-man rotations.
No, and this is I believe Jeff Passan had a good article on ESPN. No, I think you're thinking about it from a fun baseball level. I think you need to think about it from like a players association level. Is that field players are losing their jobs because teams are just putting more pitchers on the rosters and keeping guys like Tyler Wade on the roster, even though he hasn't done much baseball-wise, but he can play a lot of defense and he can fill in essentially wherever you need it. So yeah, I think they're trying to make a pitcher's cap on it too. I don't think they said it's official yet, but they're talking about doing it. And they've also brought down the in September you can only have a roster of 28 players, where it used to be like basically unlimited.
40. That's a good rule.
Yeah.
Because September baseball versus the Rays sucked.
Yeah.
One pitcher for every at bat is what they would do sometimes, and it was brutal. They're shortening commercial breaks to 2 minutes. Even national games, it used to be 3 minutes. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, and that's one they were missing, because Jim, if you do that because it's between innings and it's when the inning ends. So, if baseball was serious about shortening the game, which they pretend to be / people call them out on, that's 2 minutes an inning. That could be 18 minutes a game if they do that properly.
Yeah, that's going to be big. I'm fine with that. The 3-batter minimum, I'm not upset about it, but I'm very interested. And I think there can be some bad that happens from that I'm not sure what it is yet. So I'm excited to see it play out.
Yeah, the three batter thing is something that I think when I originally was thinking about it this morning, it's something it'll be out of the game 1 year after being in it, or it'll be in the game forever and we'll never think about it again. Yeah. Like it'll almost become a quirky rule when our kids start like playing and watching baseball. Like they'll be like, "Oh, haven't seen that. They have to get through the inning." You're like, "Yeah, that's the rule."
It's going to change things. I'm thinking of Betances. He's the guy that loses it, right? Easily. Right. So now instead of just saying, okay, Betances has the 8th inning, no matter what, in the 7th inning, you're going to see, okay, wait, who's coming up? Do they have in the 7th inning, is their last batter a righty? And then the next 2 batters after him are both righties. Okay, let's use Betances now. He gets 1 in the 7th inning. Then he gets the 2 righties in the 8th. And then there's that lefty, because you don't want Betances putting runners on base in the 8th inning and then facing the lefty. So now you just have him face those 3 righties, even though it splits an inning. And then you bring in a lefty to face the lefty just to end the 8th inning. And that's fine because it's 3 batters or ending an inning. There's going to be weird things they do like that.
Yeah, we'll see, man. It's a new rule. You could see some of that. You could see guys getting intentionally walked more necessarily if it's to skip a batter or something like that. So
I wonder how that counts. That has to count, right? You can't.
It's facing a batter. Yeah, you're just deciding to putting them on base.
You don't even throw the pitches anymore, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
The other thing is the home run derby is now a $1 million prize.
Yeah.
And the trade deadline's different. No more August trades. That's great news because that was annoying as hell.
Yeah.
One trade deadline. That's a smart move by baseball to do that. Like we got Kutch a month after the trade deadline ended. Verlander went to Houston a month after.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't move the trade deadline back.
They wanted to move it up. They wanted to move it earlier.
Yeah, I mean, football's benefited from moving it back. You get more deals done because there's less teams that think they're in it. But yeah, I think that's good. The August stuff was pretty insane. And yeah, I mean, paying the home run derby champion. I mean, what a shocker that is. I think it's funny that baseball's kind of doubling down on that because the home run derby has been popular and they've made some improvements with not limiting the pitches and just having it in a time clock. You get so many more home runs like in a more efficient time period. So I think it's good they're doubling down on this. I think players are going to really want to do it more now, which I think you might not like.
No, that's fine. I'm fine with this. For people that think, oh, $1 million, who cares? Like, they all make so much money. When Judge won the home run derby, he was making $500,000 a season.
All right. So
he would have doubled his career earnings in one day and walked away. I mean, that's a huge for young guys that come up that are making league minimum, and then they have a chance to make $1 million by hitting home runs. That's going to be a huge payday. Now, obviously, Giancarlo Stanton isn't that incentivized by this because he makes $300 million.
$1 million bucks, still $1 million bucks.
He still could be, but I'm saying there could be some like young, hungry guys. Like, I need this $1 million bucks, which is cool. Cool. Yeah. All right. Move on. Those are fun changes. Thompson tweets apology to the Warriors. Did you hear like what he said?
No.
So he said, I expect our crowd to be a little more into it too, Thompson said. I know it's not the playoffs, but it's our last go-around at Oracle. At least you can stand up when someone makes a good play, especially in the beginning when we need that energy, especially this team. It's hard to conjure up energy every single night because you're looking forward to the playoffs and that run. So we expect our fans to kind of bring that jump. It's like us, though. You can't bring it every night. It helps when it doesn't matter if we were playing the Suns or Bucks or whoever it is. We need that energy from them because we feed off that. And I guess people got mad at him, so he apologized. I don't think it's all that bad. I think he could have delivered the message with more patronizing, like love. Like, yo, you guys don't realize how much you help us. We go out there expecting, you like we're in it, but we're bringing it every night, but when we hear you guys behind us, it's even tenfold. So like, make sure you keep bringing it. You can deliver the same message, but like spin it a different way where you don't have to apologize. And I think it's fine.
Definition of it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you can, yeah, this could have very well been a Klay Thompson is they actually use our energy, man. We're involved in the game. And he's like, yo, you guys didn't really bring it tonight.
Yeah. Just change the way you say it. Because I don't think what he's saying is wrong at all.
I just sent you a text message, something that involves Klay, and it ties into our Yankees analytics / believing in hot. And it's Klay Thompson's 3-point percent on shots when he's made consecutive threes, and the chart goes up. Like if Klay Thompson makes 2 3-point shots, the percentage are more likely he's going to make his third. And so it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of the believe in hot conversation.
People in basketball, like, because this graphic says some statisticians claim the hot hand in basketball is a myth. I didn't know that. That's the dumbest thing. It's muscle memory.
Analytics, man.
But in baseball, I can understand it more because it's so spread out throughout like games. It's 3 at-bats over. But basketball, it's muscle memory. If you find it, then you just rinse, repeat. Like, I feel like this.
There's defense in basketball. There's pitching in baseball.
Yeah, but Klay doesn't even
dribble.
So
at the end of the day, when they look at a game and say, okay, you took a 30-foot 3-point shot and the defender was 2 feet away from you, you have X percent of making this shot. And that's kind of what baseball analytics are too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think we're on the same side where there's absolutely a hot hand in basketball. It's muscle memory. If you find
there's hot hands in every sport.
Yeah.
That's part of sports that the nerds haven't figured out yet.
Yeah. But for like a catch and shoot shooter, I think that's the easiest one. I thought the scientists, because it's muscle memory, would be on it. It's like a golf swing. Just repeat the same motion, you're golden.
Yeah, but analytics doesn't take that stuff into effect. It's okay, you're 90 yards out on a golf course, and with this club, you're 80% accurate within 5 feet, blah, blah, blah. Like it's a math equation.
But we're both saying they should take it into effect.
Yes, but I don't think the muscle memory thing plays as much as you think it plays.
Oh, it definitely.
Because muscle memory is in every sport.
No, but you can't do it like right away. Like you can shoot a ball, the rebound kicks out, you get it right back to you.
Right, but you're in a different spot.
Yeah, but it's just a motion. Same with golf swing. Like if
Same with the baseball swing. It's a motion. Same with the golf swing.
No, because you're getting a different pitch, a different factor, and all that. Like, and they're more spread out.
It's a different shot. They're more spread out. I think it's all the same.
No, I think muscle memory is huge for basketball. It's easier because you can just do it. Like if you ever take a golf swing and you fuck up your next swing, if you take it again, you'll put it closer. Same with frisbee golf. It's the easiest. You could do if I did do free 2 throws in frisbee golf, I'd be expert player. Second one's always better because you just tinker a tiny bit.
Yeah, I think you're missing another part of analytics there in basketball. If you miss a shot and then
Jake doesn't believe in the hot hand,
and then you miss another shot. I mean, it's hot is hot and cold is cold.
So you don't believe in the hot hand?
I very much do.
You're arguing against me. I'm trying to argue with you.
In baseball and in golf and every sport, there's being hot or in the zone.
I believe in it in every sport as well, but I think I thought I'm confused. Anyone would doubt it in basketball.
Analytics, man. I mean, that's what analytics is. It takes out all of those factors.
But it shouldn't because it's science.
Well, you're going to have to provide the science for them, my man.
I mean, yeah, I think I've read about it for them. Like, I think the analytics do. It's weird.
Okay.
All right, that's the half. Also, the hoop and golf ball don't move, says Artie. Yeah, we'll move on, though. Colgate's dancing. We forgot to talk about that.
Colgate's dancing. Donald Foyle, former Warrior stud, Colgate alum.
Donald Foyle?
Donald Foyle.
What are your thoughts on Kevin McHale?
He's okay.
He's in Cheers a lot.
As an actor?
He plays himself.
Okay.
And his accent, where's he from? He's got to be from some, like, podunk.
Minnesota.
Okay. Well, he doesn't have a Minnesotan accent. Dude, he sounds weird. You know what he kind of sounds? He doesn't have a Boston accent, but, like, his speaking pattern just sounds so much like a product of the 60s to me.
Okay.
I was watching Cheers, and he was in an episode yesterday. It's pretty good. So Cheers has this recurring thing where people get sucked into the bar talk and become like losers, and they do would you rathers and like hypotheticals. Like that's what they talk about nonstop.
Sure.
And then like these other characters come in. So Kevin McHale came into the bar and he got sucked into. It was just a throw out question. How many bolts do you think are on the garden floor? And then the plot goes like McHale's so interested in the bolts that he can't play anymore. He's like, I just got to count these bolts, man.
Spoiler.
It's pretty good. But his accent is so weird how he talks in it. Not weird. Interesting to me, I would say, I guess.
Do you think he's trying to do an accent of any sort?
No, I think it's just how he talks. I think if I played it for you, you'd be like, that's nothing. That's normal. But there's something about the way he talks that I find interesting, or it sounds a lot like someone else I know that I can't put my finger on.
All right.
I'm going to pull it up real quick for you. Okay?
Oh.
It's easy. It's easy. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not easy. Oh, here it is. Okay, Kevin McHale. If anyone doesn't know, I didn't even know who Kevin McHale was before I watched Cheers. Here it is.
All right. Yeah. Even though I chipped in for the beer with the guys, I also got you.
You know, my birthday's coming up pretty soon. Maybe you could come back and deliver something for me.
Oh, would you like a jacket too?
Yeah, right, a jacket.
Well, guys.
Ah, shit. You only said one word.
History. Some of my fondest memories as a boy are going. I'll call the garden and find out. Huh?
Oh, yeah. Who are we supposed to talk to? The guy in charge of bolts?
We got Mikhail. Everybody did that. Kevin, tell this guy how many bolts there are on the Florida garden, please.
Well, I've never noticed any bolts in that floor. You know, come to think of it, I got birds, carriage, ironback, but nobody knows how many bolts are in that
There's
floor.
a
Huh?
game for you.
Stop.
I don't know. Reminds me of someone, maybe.
Yeah, you're right. There is a little old school like acting. I think is what you're seeing. It almost was like a little Dennis from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
It's weird. It just perks my ears up every time he talks. He's been in like 3 episodes, and every time he talks, like, oh, bolts on the roof. I can't do it. Whatever.
Nice.
But go watch Cheers. I'm almost done. I'm like in crunch time. Like I gotta fucking finish Cheers before the season starts. It's getting close. Ah.
I read the news today, oh boy, and though the news was rather sad, well, I just had to laugh.
Well, it's 6 o'clock. Time for the news.
Italy is outraged as the court found a victim too ugly to be raped. A New York police detective's body cam revealed an officer performing oral sex on her boss. Can't do that. A Vermont town swears in a goat as the new mayor, who immediately shit himself. Also in goat news, goat theft is plaguing California. Too many people are stealing goats in California, and an eagle helps a golfer make his first ever hole-in-one. Also, there was something that Jordan Gag sent us. A possum gets male anatomy stuck in a fence and then thanks the responders for rescuing his dick.
I read the news today, oh boy.
A lot of animal news.
Always is.
Yeah, yesterday we had fox. Today we got goats. What do you have more sympathy for, foxes or goats?
Case by case basis. Everyone's equal to me.
Well, are you a fan of this goat that got sworn in as mayor in Vermont?
I don't dislike that at all.
Do you think they're trying to take a book out of Little Sebastian?
Was Little Sebastian ever the mayor? I don't think so.
No, but beloved. You know, if they could have made Little Sebastian the mayor, they would have. The Pawnee would have voted for him as second.
There's a chance. I mean, you get into some dangerous stuff there. Let's see. The goat. This was just an animal election.
The goat wasn't competing against humans?
No, 16 animals were submitted for the highly coveted position. This is just, it's a pet mayor. This is just a bored town in Vermont.
I wonder who the competition was. Other candidates included a cat named Sassy Tal. Yeah, yep. As if anyone's going to vote for a cat named Sassy Tal. A dog named Stella Hebler, and a gerbil named Crystal. Pretty happy the gerbil and the cat didn't win.
Yeah, Sammy Viger, the Samoyed, which is a very, very pretty breed of dog, finished second with 11 votes. The goat won with, I think it was 15 votes. So, yeah, this is what goes on in small towns in Vermont.
Man.
Yeah.
Man, that's tough. Well, on the other side of the country, you got Vermont, all honky-dory, lovey-dovey. In California, people are stealing goats.
Well, they're trying to get the next mayor.
I'm pretty sure goats are huge for lawn care in California because no one wants to use water and stuff and time and energy into their lawn when it's like the drought and fires. I know my sister was going to hire this company. They bring a goat to your backyard and just leave it there for 3 hours and then pick it up. And that's like your lawn service because they just eat all your grass. Isn't that wild?
The all-natural business service. I like it.
Yeah. I don't know if they ever did it, but that's definitely a thing that happens. And that's why goats are being stolen. Yes. Fresno. A rash of goat thefts is plaguing California's San Joaquin Valley. The Fresno County Sheriff's Agriculture Task Force says there have been 7 reports of goats being stolen between January 9th and March 7th. 2-month span, 7 goats. In all, 61 goats worth $27,000 have been taken from private properties. Investigators say one of the most notable cases of goat theft in the last month happened last Thursday when members of the Kingsburg 4-H Club had 11 goats stolen from a pasture on Fruit Avenue in Fresno. During the weekend, owners recovered 4 of the goats found roaming a roadway in Selma. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Who's stealing the goats, and what are they repurposing them as?
Breeding it looks like they have monetary value. 61 goats, $27K. Yeah, that's what's going on.
It's awesome.
Stealing from 4-H. These people are nuts. 4-H is a gang.
Yeah, the 4-H club. That's a gang.
That's a
goat gang.
This might go up to the top. I mean, I could see this being the start.
Okay, spin this into a redeemable act. Spin this into the goat.
Oh, no, I'm the opposite. This is the start of an episode of Sons of Anarchy.
Okay, that's the bad act. So whose side are you on? Whose side are you on?
Are we going goats or humans? What are we picking?
The people stealing the goats versus the people getting the goats stolen. Whose side are you on?
I'm going the people that are getting their goats stolen until I know, what the good reasons are for stealing a goat.
Well, let's think of some good reasons. Let's try and figure out.
You're up.
Let's try and figure out how we could possibly be on the goat theft side. 4-H Club is a non-profit for positive youth development and mentoring. So, okay, what if there's Chevy Chase is involved? So he's a bad guy. Okay.
4-H used to be super popular.
I never heard of it, but that's cool.
Yeah.
Like a club for kids at the end of school or something?
It was like a kind of. It's like I don't want to say it's like a farmers club, but kind of. Like that's what it was.
Okay. So they're herding the goats. Boom. And one of the daughters comes home and says, Mommy, at 4-H club, they neutered a goat in front of us and they made us watch. And they were cutting the hair off the goat and they cut it and it's bled all over. And the girl's dad, you got to save the goats. You got to save the goats, Dad. So he rounded up his friends and saved the goats.
Would still be on 4-H's side there.
Okay. What if they allowed one of their goats to get pecked to death by chickens? Then would you allow the saving of the goats?
4-H would never let that happen. Next question.
Well, tough. Okay. What if the goats all started screaming, "Save us!"
I'm in 4-H, okay? I'm on their side.
4-H member right here on the show. What a loser. Okay. Well, what about this possum who got his dick stuck in a fence? You embarrassed for him?
A little bit, and I kind of didn't get the ending of it. Read the whole headline.
Possum gets male anatomy stuck in fence and thanks the police department responders for rescue with hiss. I'm guessing he went, "Sss," which in possum language means thank you.
Okay. Know what else is throwing me off?
Yeah.
Opossum versus possum.
Either or, you can spell it however you want. But the O is always silent.
Let's see.
It's pretty annoying.
Both, they're two different animals. Do you know that?
Are they really?
That's why we're doing this. Both animals are marsupials. Possums are more closely related to the kangaroo. Yeah.
That's
Possums are in Australia. A possum is North America. So for you, it's all the same because you're both.
Yeah, I guess that's why. I thought that was just in like they just changed the name. Like when I moved to Australia, they called bologna Devon. So I just thought
Right.
I didn't realize there was actually a difference. Interesting.
Sure.
They call cantaloupe rock melon.
Hell yes.
Yeah, it sounds kind of cool. It's kind of interesting because like a cantaloupe does look like a rock, and then you're like, "Whoa, that rock's a melon." Let's name it rock melon. And over here, we're like cantaloupe.
You cantaloupe.
Yeah. You cantaloupe. Not yet. You gays, said the bigots.
Wow.
That's what they were saying to gays forever. You cantaloupe.
Yeah.
All right. So, what story do you like better? Possum getting his dick sucked? How'd the possum get his dick sucked? He tried to fuck the fence. I mean, are we thinking this possum was trying to fuck the fence?
No, I think he just got his biscuits caught.
Hmm.
You ever seen squirrels' actual like nuts?
I think so.
Like squirrels actually have like a pair of nuts that could get stuck on something. I'm assuming this is what happened with our opossum.
Yeah. I saw a dead possum give birth once. It was disgusting.
Okay.
Roadkill. Pregnant possum got killed on the street by my house.
Mm.
And as she was dying, all the babies started climbing out. It was the grossest scene I ever driven past.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. You know, one of the things I used to do in high school that I still find very funny, but I understand is very mean, is when I saw roadkill. This is my dad. This is exactly what my dad would do to me as a kid. And now I'm realizing this is my dad, a dad move of my dad. I would be driving down the street, and if I saw roadkill on the side of the street, like a dead raccoon or possum or whatever, I did it to David, my friend Dave, once. He was in the passenger seat. I said, "Oh, dude, grab this football. It's a brand new football." And I'd pull up, and he'd open his door and look down, and it was just roadkill 2 feet away from his face. Not a brand new football that we were going to grab off the side of the road. I did that to a couple friends a couple times, and they never liked it, but it's like a great laugh for me.
It's not a bad joke. Ours was, I mean, a little more high schooled up version of that. There's a dead raccoon that was roadkill, and we put it on a box on one of our other friends' doorsteps and said "free kitty" on it.
You gotta touch the dead raccoon. Someone's gotta
You got a shovel.
Oh, okay,
It's the Northeast, babe.
Still, I'm gonna be.
I think we're just. I mean, that's exactly what you did to David.
I didn't touch it.
Neither did I.
Yeah. If
Nobody touched it.
Oh, but I couldn't touch the shovel because I'm a little pussy. I couldn't even be part of anything that was touching it. But that is a good joke, free kitty. That is it's more effort than mine, where I just pull over on the side of the road, have a quick laugh. Roadkill's fun, huh? Actually, in Illinois, when I lived there, it was so flat. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but there was a ton of roadkill in spring in Illinois where I lived, Lake County. And it used to like really gross me out. It was like, they need to get in charge of this roadkill. It's too much. I feel like Connecticut's the woods.
You're listening, Spring County.
Lake County. Fix your roadkill problem.
Lake County.
They might have. What about this Italian court that said, no, they weren't raped, they're too ugly? Do you think that's mean, Jake?
It sounds pretty mean.
It sounds really mean.
Tried to click it. Article didn't give me anything. There's a pop-up, and then I was like, I don't think I want to read this article anyways. So,
well, the worst thing that can happen when we click on this article, like the worst thing that can happen,
right,
is we click the article. I'm not going to click it because this is what I don't want to happen. I clicked the article about a person that the court said was too ugly to be raped. I don't want to click it and to have any sense of, they're kind of right. I don't want that. Like, I don't want to click it and it's the female version or the male version of Fat Bastard from Goldmember. And I'm like, yeah, I don't even get it. So I'm not going to click it.
Okay.
I mean, it's 2000. Everyone can be raped.
Oof. Smokes.
I don't think there's such thing as too ugly.
I, too, don't believe there's anything as too ugly.
Okay. Glad we agree.
Bet of the day, it's the bet of the day. Bet of the day, bet of the day.
Bet of the day, bet of the day, bet of the day, bet of the day. Jake, we won yesterday.
You agreed with me?
Of course I agreed with you. I said
that's right, because I'm Nostradamus now.
Yes, and my cold streak is over.
This episode is 3-0 since I've fallen off the toilet and hit my head.
2-0. 2-0. Yesterday and the day before, you got right.
Well, no, once you realized. It's 3-0 since it's been acknowledged. Because I already knew. I told you yesterday. You didn't listen. I told you the day before. I was like, Jim,
you haven't won your last three. You haven't won your last 3 games.
Toilet. It's going to be a Rookie of the Year thing. That's what I said verbatim.
Yes, but you're not 3-0 because you haven't won your last 3 games.
I'm including you, dum-dum.
Oh, okay. Cool. Thanks.
Nice I said this podcast is 3-0 since they've all acknowledged that I now have a gift.
I get it. Yeah.
He's got it now.
You wanted to change because you believed in my coldness more than you believed in your gift a little bit.
I know. It was frightening.
Yeah.
I mean, you were shivering cold. I've never been so cold.
Yeah, I was hoping.
I'm in the house. It's so cold outside. That's how cold you are.
Hey, can I come in your house? I'm cold.
I'm really cold.
That's what you were doing.
I'm just really cold. I just made my dog bark with that incredible acting performance.
My owner's cold.
Have
you heard Noodle's voice?
Oh, yeah. Hi, Jimmy. That's Noodle's voice. He's got a couple voices, actually.
Noodle. The Noodle goes to the dog park. His friends. Noodle. How's your owner? He fell off the toilet and hit his head.
I mean, if you think Noodle has that tough of a voice, you clearly.
Noodle's trying to put on a tough bravado to save face.
No, he blew that. He blew that day one.
The owner's got toilet face.
The tough bravado is out. It's not toilet face. It's floor face.
That doesn't have as fun of a ring to it.
Well, you can be toilet face. I'll be floor face.
All right,
you get the cool nickname.
We're both toilet face. Let's go. Let's give us another winner.
You know what? I kind of want to do something with my heart, which I know isn't how you keep a hot streak.
Yeah. Don't do your heart.
All right, I'm going to go with my heart. Because you're still naturally cold. You just have to agree with me. So you saying not to go with my heart means I have to go with my heart, which means, Jimmy, at 11 a.m. Mountain Time today,
no one knows Mountain Time.
Huskies
this is going to be bad.
Are facing South Florida in the AAC tournament.
Man. Okay. What are you taking? A lot of pause.
UConn. I thought you had thoughts.
I'm just nervous.
Seem scared. You seem scared right now.
I don't think you've won a bet when you bet on UConn.
When I bet with my heart, I do. And here's what happened, Jim. Jalen Adams came back and played arguably his best game of the season, his last game. UConn is 15-16. They'll do anything to get to 500. USF is 19-12, but they've been fading hard lately. They've lost 4 of their last 5, including to Connecticut, but they did beat Connecticut earlier in the season, although Connecticut had a big lead on them and then blew it. And that was at USF. Jim, this USF team's falling apart. UConn is getting stronger. We've seen Josh Carlton develop as the season goes on. And Jim, you know, I also like when Vegas smells something. Vegas has UConn favored in this game by 1.5 points. I'm going UConn.
I hate 1.5 spreads.
Oh, yeah.
Why are you picking this game, dude? This is hard for me to do.
I'm trying to get – well, you either need to get rid of your coldness right now and join the toilet, Nostradamus, or you're cold forever.
But, Jake,
I
hate – UConn has disappointed you all season.
Look at yourself.
You've bet them twice. You've lost. So why should I trust you? I was going to blindly follow you if you did anything but bet UConn.
This bet is a test on your nature.
Because I don't – but –
do you follow the Messiah or do you go live in Antarctica?
Artie, what should I do?
Wow, cop out.
Because I want to agree because it's only 1.5 points. But UConn can lose because they've done nothing but disappoint you all season.
I mean, I just gave you a ton of reasoning outside of me being in fuego.
Yeah, but I don't trust your reasoning.
Shot clock.
All right. Well, it's more fun this way. So Artie directed me. He gave me brilliant advice.
Jakey, about to make a big mistakey.
Oh, man. Sorry for your loss.
Oh, but Magic Sam came in and said, hammer UConn.
I already hit the sound clip.
Oh, I'm fine with it. It is what it is. It's more fun to be on both sides.
Don't be at grips with yourself losing when you had a chance to be a winner today. That's unacceptable, and you know that.
It's gonna be I'm gonna lose by 0.5 point.
Okay. That doesn't make it better.
Yeah, it doesn't make it better. Artie said, Jimmy, you should know I'm pretty dumb.
Wow.
I'm looking for some new drops for you. What do you think about this one?
My face is your toilet.
Not bad.
Okay, what about this one?
I wanted to rub your face in our working. I wanted to.
Didn't finish it. There's no toilet face drop. And there's there's no
That's
toilet.
what you've been put on this earth for, Jim.
There's no toilet Nostradamus because that's a great nickname.
Yeah.
The toilet Nostradamus.
Yeah,
well, I can understand why you don't like toilet face. I can understand why anyone would not like toilet face.
Right.
The toilet Nostradamus.
And it's inaccurate.
And
toilet Nostradamus.
You're cool with that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Changing my Twitter name right now.
I might make a T-shirt that's just your face. Can you take a close-up of your face with the bruise, and then I'll make it into I'll make it into a cartoon drawing.
You could have agreed with my bet today, and you didn't do that. And now you're already facing the consequences of your actions.
Isn't it nicer for me to disagree with you? Take the loss. Your record gets better. Mine gets worse. You look smarter than me.
I'm trying to ride us together through this storm into euphoria, man.
If you go...
No, don't.
What?
Don't.
I'm going to say if you win...
You lost your heart.
How many
You lost your heart.
How many wins does it
Heartless Jim.
How many wins does it take for the toilet Nostradamus to be a real thing? Like right now you're at 2. It's not real.
I'd say I'd normally say like 10. And then you could get some real serious legs on it. But because March Madness is such a thing, I think even a little bit of a hot streak, you can get enough noise going with like 6 or 7.
How about we do this? How about I see what your longest winning streak is, which I think you had a week. Oh, your longest winning streak is 7, okay? So if you hit 7, is the toilet Nostradamus a thing?
It already is.
Yeah, it kind of already is. I want to make a shirt. No one's going to buy it, but it's just funny to have it in the store. Your face, a cartoon drawing of your face with the bruise, and then it says the toilet Nostradamus.
I don't like the bruise on the face because it's going to be gone.
But
I want it to be a lifetime thing. The bruise isn't part of my image, Jim. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's where you got struck by the knowledge, dude. That's like the whole story.
Jimmy, the whole story is the knowledge came from the toilet and it's been inside me this whole time.
That's the final
It's
ending.
much more poetic. Get your Harry Potter shit out of here.
After we sell 1 million shirts, then you have the realization it wasn't the bruise. But the toilet Nostradamus. Boom. Change your Twitter name. And also, what was the other nickname that
I'll see you on platform 9 3/4, mate.
What's the other nickname I said you needed? The Flying Salami.
Flying Salami.
That pisses me off that hasn't stuck.
Well, when your people know you as the toilet Nostradamus, it's tough. Can't have all the good nicknames.
I'm going to start introducing you every episode as one of the other, Flying Salami or Toilet Nostradamus.
Okay. You're gonna fall in love with more too.
I know, but I just need people to know the Flying Salami is such a good name. For anyone who's seen you play center field, it's amazing nickname.
It's oddly accurate. Anyone that's played soccer with me, same thing.
Yeah. Artie Cruz likes Poppy Gordo. That's your own nickname for yourself. That's still
a lot of nicknames. Oh, a lot of people call me Poppy Gordo.
Mostly you, though. I like it. I'm not knocking it. It's better that you call...
A lot of Poppy Gordos.
It's better
a lot of Rocky. A lot of people call me Rocky.
No. I'm changing the end song today because we both had this stuck in our head yesterday. It's a fantastic song. Thanks for listening, guys. Scroll down to the bottom of the podcast and take this poll. Yeah.
This should be someone's walk-up song.
Yeah, it definitely should.
This should be everyone's walk-up song. Dragging the bat, Babe Ruth style.
Mr. Big Stuff. See you guys.